All right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Are we on yet? Is it the weather? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Woo.
I'm Michael Smerconish. It's 26 minutes in front of the hour.
Yeah.
You're tuned to the Big Talker 1210 in Philly, and here at MSNBC, the great Jon Anderson, accompanied by Zach Page. Go ahead, John.
Michael. That Irish Michael. Smerconish, MSNBC. Every morning, every day. Michael Smerconish on MSNBC. Janie, I love you. She's in the hotel. Janie, I love you. MSNBC. Whoo! Michael Smerconish, that Irish dude. Whoo! Tell it like it is, Michael. Don't give up. Don't give up. No, not your name. The truth. We want the truth out there, MSNBC. We need the truth now.
The great Jon Anderson, lead singer of the legendary band Yes. Come on over, John. We've got to explain to folks what's going on here. I'll begin. I have been, and John knows this, I have been such a fan of Jon Anderson and the entire band. How are you, my friend?
Michael.
Oh, man, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
This place is too big.
It is a big place.
I love it.
You've played a lot bigger. I have seen Jon Anderson, and I have seen Yes so many times over a number of years, but I never saw you as I did a week ago, accompanied not by the normal bandmates,
right,
but by members of the Paul Green School of Rock. What is the Paul Green School of Rock?
24 kids on stage, not all at the same time, but you get 7 kids each song. Every song is a Yes song. The evenings are amazing. It's a celebration of music, really. Paul Green started this 10 years ago, and he's got some marvelous kids. We're doing the New York kids. In February, we did the Philadelphia kids, which was amazing. And we toured around Philadelphia and Connecticut. We did a couple of shows at B.B. King's. And it's just, you got to see it to believe it. These kids, they actually take it verbatim from the record, so they're playing good.
And John, they're playing, it would seem to me, as just a guy who's been listening to you for many years, the most challenging of Yes songs. I saw you last week in Collingswood, New Jersey.
Serious.
You opened with Perpetual Change.
That's a tough one already. You know?
I think Zach played the clap.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, and so it's not like you leave off the difficult stuff. And what's so cool for me is to see teenagers, and what are the ages, who are taking on these complex Yes songs.
Yeah, you got a 13, 14, 15-year-old, a couple of 16-year-olds. And the basic thing, Paul Green said that they will send a list of songs they want to do, not anything that I want to do. And this last tour, we just finished last night, we were playing at the Symphony Space in New York. They wanted to do Close to the Edge, which is 20 minutes of music. It's very well structured.
Sure.
It just isn't R&B, rock and... Time to make you a wife. Time is time in time with your time, and his news is captured. Hey, I think you got to where there. Is captured. Hey, give me an A. Captured. Keep going. For the queen to use. Move me round to any black square. Use me anytime you want. Just remember that the goal for us all to capture all we want. Yeah, yeah. Whew. Whew.
Great job.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having us here today.
Hey, Steve Howe, better watch out.
Hey, Take care, you guys. I can't say anymore.
Hey, John, stick around. Zach, stick around. We'll hear a little more from Jon Anderson if we can prod you into doing a little more for us with his great accompaniment.
You're killing me, Michael.
By Zach
You're
Page.
killing me, man.
I'm Michael Smerconish. We're back in Philly on the Big Talker 1210. We're here on MSNBC being simulcast, and how cool was that to have the great Jon Anderson and Zach? Is that phenomenal?
Just unbelievable.
Yeah, and what you have to picture, because I've had this privilege, is from this Paul Green School of Rock, a whole complement of teenagers. Rudy Giuliani having been in that seat about an hour ago.
Amazing.
John, they said to me, I said, well, okay, you're going to simulcast the show. You know, what am I supposed to do? They said, well, do what you normally do. Do whatever you'd like to do. And
sure.
We talk a lot of politics. We also talk a lot of classic rock,
Sure.
which you well know.
Sure.
Try and cover all the bases. You know what it reminds me of, though, thinking of Rudy, is, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you play at Radio City just within a day or two or week of September 11th?
Actually, yeah, it was on the 9th.
The 9th.
9th of the 9th. We played in Radio City, New York, and it was a beautiful gig. We had a great time, and then me and my wife, Jane, we went down to Washington for the inauguration of XM Radio on the 11th of September.
That was the day.
That was the day.
I didn't know that.
We woke up in our hotel with a bang and heard people banging on the door, and when we put on the TV at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the world changed. It was sort of extreme.
How did it impact your work?
Well, we were just kind of stuck in Washington for that week, and it just made you realize how fortunate we are, you know, to have the kind of world that we have in America, and understand that other people don't really have it. America is a very special place, and very privileged, you know, and to see it be hit so hard, gosh, it just sort of it blows your mind. You know, I said that day, the world has changed and it'll never be the same, and it's the truth, you know.
Unfortunately.
Well, to a point, I think things are getting better on many different levels. You have to look at the world in a different level than sort of the constant barrage of media, which we're always getting. You know, you're guilty.
When you play,
Michael.
You know, everybody wants to hear the great Jon Anderson sing Roundabout.
Okay, well,
it's early for you.
I'm going to try my best.
Do you feel compelled when you do a show like, I know they want to hear All Good People. I know they want to hear Roundabout. I know they want to hear...
Strange, I love singing
you do.
songs.
You never get tired of it.
Well, I'm still trying to get it right, you know, to make it sound good. You know?
Well, let me say it this way then. Here's hoping you never get it right, because I don't want you to ever stop trying.
True.
All right, so your man Zach Page is going to do his best over there.
He's going to start now. Get going, Zachy.
And you're going to take us out with... Hey, John, it's great to see you, my friend. Thank you. Jon Anderson from Yes with Zach Page, and he's from the Paul Green School of Rock, which started in Philadelphia. All teenagers who come together and they play classic rock songs. I don't want to talk over this, so I'll stop.
The roundabout, the words will make you out and out. Spend the day your way. Call it morning, driving through the sound and in and out the valley. Whew. The music dance and sing. They make the children really ring. I spend the day your way. Whew. Call it morning, driving through the sound and in and out the valley. Everybody. In and around the lake. Mountains come out of the sky. They stand there. 1 mile over, we'll be there and we'll see you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Hey, Zach, thank you. Hey, John, you're causing me problems because now I've just realized I'm back tomorrow. What in the world am I going to do tomorrow?
I don't know.
Jon Anderson was here today. That was foolish. I should have put you on the final day because I can't top that.
Whew, I love it.
It gets no better than Jon Anderson. TC, you'll bail me out because...
I'm going to have to bail you out. I'm going to have to plan a stellar show for tomorrow.
What a cardinal sin we've created.
I know,
Jon
it's
Anderson
true.
should have been Wednesday.
I know.
Hey, Greg, did you catch that all right in Philly?
Yeah, it sounded great back here, man. I mean, like, just phenomenal.
His pipes are phenomenal. No matter how many times he sings that song, I love hearing it.
Gets chills.
And when he did give Peace a chance right in the middle of last song he did was fantastic. So
Yeah, and you know what? This will give the bloggers something to contemplate.
I can't believe they did that.
How can they throw John under the bus with me?
Can you believe Michael Smerconish had on Jon Anderson, Rudy Giuliani, and Richard Clark?